when it comes to first-time homebuyers, the number one mistake that I see first-time homebuyers make is not looking at the numbers. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly where they're missing on the numbers, not paying attention, and how some lenders are even using tactics so they don't pay attention to the numbers. But first, so like I said, first-time homebuyers, their number one mistake is not looking at the numbers. And I know that sounds like a general statement. The numbers they're not looking at are numbers for the mortgage. And let me break down where I'm seeing the biggest misses. Is number one, some lenders are gonna pre-approve them and send a pre-approval letter and says the rate is 6.5. They don't send an estimate. They don't tell you how much they really need for closing. So a couple factors there, they don't know how much they need for closing period. Yes, the down payment may be 5%. The buyer, who may not know, it's not something they do often buying a home, is assuming they only need 5%. And this is the rate they gave. And they don't even know the cost of that rate. So sometimes lenders, especially some big name lenders, will lowball that rate knowing that if you shop around, nobody could really beat it without knowing what the cost is. Or if you're just generally asking, hey, what are rates? Well, it's 7%. It's higher than 6.5. Well, 6.5 is costing you $4, $5, $6, $8,000 and may not make financial sense depending on what's going on. So that's number one. Number two that I see is certain lenders will lowball certain numbers, making the estimate look more attractive or a lower bottom line than some others. Where you'll see this is a couple areas. Number one is showing credits that are still money you have to come up with. So like earnest money. If one lender shows your earnest money on the estimate of $2,000 and another one doesn't, it's gonna look like lender one has a bottom line of $2,000 less. That's not the case. The bottom line would be the same. So you really wanna look in that corner of what the credits are for it. And payment. So a lot of lenders, if they're not specialized in the area that you're buying, they're not gonna know the real estate taxes for that area. That's just a fact. So they may lowball those numbers, which I'll see. And if you're shopping around and you don't know what the taxes are, you're gonna default to, hey, this is a much lower payment than this other one. I'm gonna go with lender one, even though lender two is giving you the exact taxes. And we do that on our end. This is also true of homeowners insurance. I've seen some national lenders way lowball the homeowners insurance versus, like, I'm based in Texas, what I know the homeowners insurance should be. So those right there are the biggest ones that you walk away with. And unfortunately, a lot of times buyers don't know what they don't know without asking.
I don't know what the that was.
I also see this on VA buyers. They know that the down payment is 0, but the way they've read it or had it explained to them is that they don't need any money to close it. And that's not true. You would still have closing costs, taxes, insurance, closing costs, things like that. You can negotiate with the seller to pay those, so you could go to closing with no money, but it's not an automatic thing. So a number one thing that I see with first-time homebuyers and even repeat homebuyers is not looking at the numbers. And in this video, I want to break down all of them to keep an eye on when you're going through estimates and looking to buy a home, and make sure you have those details. If the lender you're working with has not sent you an estimate, it's a bad lender. And they're doing that on purpose to keep you in the dark. Hope you found that information helpful. If you did, I would love to be your lender, and stick around for this next video. I think you're gonna like it. Thanks.